Hey friends, pull up close, this one's going to feel personal. Welcome back to the channel where we stop blaming ourselves for money mistakes and start naming the real culprits. Imagine this. You put $5,000 into a stock because the story sounded great. Or you kept pouring money into a side hustle that's barely breaking even. Or maybe you stayed in a toxic job way too long because you'd already invested 3 years. Every month you tell yourself just one more push. It'll turn around, and you keep throwing good money or good time after bad. Deep down you know it's bleeding you dry, but stopping feels like admitting defeat, so you double down. And the losses keep growing. If that scenario just made your stomach drop, you're not weak-willed. You're not stupid with money. You're experiencing one of the most powerful, most universal cognitive traps humans have, the sunk cost fallacy. It's not a character flaw. It's a brain glitch wired into every one of us, and it's quietly destroying more net worth than bad investments ever could. Today we're whiteboarding exactly how this glitch works, why it feels so impossible to walk away, how the system exploits it, and most importantly, how to start cutting the cord without the guilt crushing you. Stick with me for the full 20 minutes. We're going to validate that heavy feeling first, because you can't escape a trap until you stop blaming yourself for falling into it. Let me sit in that moment with you. You check the account balance and see another month of red. Your rational brain screams, "Cut losses now," but another voice whispers, "You've already put in so much, walking away means it was all for nothing." That whisper wins. You keep paying the subscription, keep funding the project, keep staying late at the job you hate. The guilt afterward is brutal. If I'd just stopped 6 months ago, I'd have $10,000 more. But you didn't stop. And now the number's bigger, the shame's heavier, so you dig in deeper. I've heard this story in the comments and DMs over and over. I kept my failing business alive for 4 years because I couldn't face that the money and time were gone. I held a losing crypto bag until it was worth pennies, because selling felt like surrender. You're not alone in that loop. It's painful because it's not just financial, it's emotional. Walking away feels like betraying your past self, like declaring your judgment was wrong. Society piles on. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. No wonder stopping feels immoral. But here's the empathetic truth. You're not quitting on a dream. You're protecting your future self from a decision that's already over. That takes courage, not weakness. We're about to draw the science so you can see its biology, not bad character. Hold that feeling, we're going to name it, measure it, and then dismantle it. Picture the last time you almost walked away but didn't. Maybe it was a car repair. $800 already spent. Mechanic says another $1,200 or it's junk. Selling for $500 feels like losing $1,300 total. So you fix it. 2 months later, another $900 breakdown. Now you're $2,700 deep on something worth $500. That's the glitch in action. It's everywhere: relationships, hobbies, clothes you never wear but paid good money for. The emotional weight is real, because your brain treats sunk costs as part of your identity. Admitting they're gone feels like losing a piece of yourself. Today we stop letting that illusion run the show. We whiteboard the math first, so the next time the voice says, "Just a little more," you'll have facts to fight back with. You deserve to stop hemorrhaging resources on things that can't be saved. Let's turn the page. Whiteboard ready, let's get precise. Draw a simple timeline at the top. Time 0, decision made, gives present, costs already sunk, gives future, more costs if you continue. Label the left side, sunk costs, in big red. Money, time, effort already gone forever. They cannot be recovered no matter what you do next. Now draw an arrow forward labeled future costs and another labeled future benefits. Rational decision rule. Ignore sunk costs completely. Only compare future costs versus future benefits. If future benefits, future costs, stop. Full stop. That's cold math. But humans don't do that. We add sunk costs into the equation like they're still in play. Sketch the brain's wrong equation. Perceived value of continuing equals future benefits, future costs plus sunk costs already invested. The bigger the sunk number, the more irrational the continued choice becomes. Run a classic example. You buy a $200 non-refundable concert ticket. Day of show you get the flu. Staying home is clearly better for health. But because you already spent $200, 70 to 80% of people in studies say they'll go anyway. Sunk $200 overrides future health cost. Scale it up. Invest $50,000 in a startup idea. 2 years later, it's clear the market doesn't want it. Rational move. Shut down, salvage what you can, redeploy capital and time. Brain glitch move. We've put in $50,000 in 2 years, can't quit now. So you raise another $30,000 from friends, burn another year. Total sunk becomes $80,000 plus 3 years. The hole gets deeper because the emotional stake grew with the dollars. Studies show commitment escalates with sunk investment size linear at first, then exponential as ego gets involved. Whiteboard escalation curve. X-axis, sunk cost amount. Y-axis, probability of continuing despite negative future outlook. Curve starts flat, then shoots up steeply after approximately 30 to 50% of total planned budget is spent. Behavioral econ calls this escalation of commitment. Another layer. Opportunity cost blindness. Every dollar and hour you keep pouring in is actively preventing better uses. $1 OK more into a dead project equals $10,000 not in index funds, compounding at 8 to 10% for 20 years equals tilde. $4067K lost future wealth. Draw that fork. Continue path, flat or declining versus pivot path. New compounding curve upward. The longer you stay, the steeper the opportunity cost angle becomes. Real data. People who hold losing stocks longer than winners lose 3 to 4% annualized return on average. In business, founders who pivot early have 2 to 3x higher success rates than those who double down. The math is merciless. Sunk cost fallacy doesn't just waste what's already gone, it destroys what could come next. Quick personal calc for viewers. Think of your biggest doubling down right now. Write down sunk amount, money plus hours times hourly rate. Add projected future costs if you continue 6 more months. Subtract projected benefits. If net future is negative, the rational loss of walking away is 0. The sunk is already history. The glitch makes walking away feel like losing the sunk amount again. That's the lie we're breaking next. Now zoom out. This isn't just your brain betraying you, the economy is built to exploit it. Whiteboard a big circle labeled Escalation Economy. Arrows pointing in from 4 directions. First, subscription and auto-renewal models. Netflix, gyms, SaaS tools, phone plans companies. No, most people won't cancel because I already paid for the year. Churn rates drop 30 to 50% when cancellation friction is high. They profit from your reluctance to waste the prepaid amount. Second, gambling and trading apps. Robinhood, sports betting, crypto exchanges push notifications, loss-chasing streaks, one more trade to get back to even. Casinos and brokers make billions on people doubling down after losses. Behavioral design, near misses, variable rewards, amplifies the glitch. Third, corporate and career structures. Annual reviews, promotion tracks, loyalty culture. You stay in a dead-end role because I've been here 5 years, can't throw that away. Companies get cheap retention from sunk time fallacy. Meanwhile, they lay off without remorse. Fourth, consumer debt and lifestyle creep. Buy now, pay later, credit card rewards, car leases. You keep minimum payments on high-interest debt because I already spent the money, might as well enjoy it. Banks earn 20% plus a PR on your escalation. Connect the dots. The system doesn't just tolerate the sunk cost fallacy, it engineers around it. Marketing says, don't let your hard work go to waste. Influencers push never quit. Self-help books glorify grit without distinguishing persistence from pathological commitment. Empathy check. You didn't invent this glitch, and you didn't build the economy that feeds on it. You were taught persistence is always virtuous. But unchecked persistence on losing paths isn't noble, it's expensive. The machine counts on you feeling too ashamed to pivot. Seeing that machinery is the first crack in the guilt. You're not defective for falling in. You're normal in a system designed to keep you there. Now we whiteboard how to climb out. Final whiteboard action time. Exit isn't about never committing. It's about committing with an escape hatch. 1. Pre-commit exit rules before investing. Whiteboard template. If X metric hits Y level by Z date, I stop and redeploy. Write it down, share with accountability partner. Removes emotion from the moment. 2. Separate ego from economics. When tempted to continue, ask, if I were starting fresh today with no prior investment, would I put money time here now? If no, the answer is walk. 3. Reframe sunk costs as tuition. You paid to learn what doesn't work. That knowledge has value, use it to inform better bets next time. I didn't lose $15,000. I bought a $15,000 lesson. 4. Create friction for continuing, ease for stopping. Delete trading apps from phone, unsubscribe auto-renewals. Set calendar reminders to review commitments quarterly with kill or keep criteria. 5. Build a pivot fund. Small monthly transfer to Freedom account, earmarked only for new starts after killing old ones. Psychological safety net reduces fear of starting over at zero. 6. Practice micro exits. Cancel one unused subscription this week. Quit a group chat you hate. Sell an item you never use. Build the muscle of walking away without catastrophe. 7. Track opportunity wins. After pivoting, log what new doors opened. Time, money, energy redirected. Data beats guilt every time. Realistic wrap. You will still feel the sting. That's human. But the sting fades faster when you stop feeding the monster. The sunk cost fallacy isn't destiny, it's a bug you can patch. Closing. This brain glitch has eaten enough of your savings, time, and peace. You're not a quitter when you stop doubling down on losers, you're a protector of your future. If this hit hard, like, subscribe, share with someone stuck in the loop. Comment your biggest, should have walked away sooner story, or one exit you're making this month. We heal together. You've got permission to let it go. See you next video. Lighter pockets, clear ahead.